Certainly. Here's the full rewritten version of your article in English, as a long, passionate, speech-style monologue with over 50 paragraphs. Ladies and gentlemen, rugby fans from coast to coast, the countdown has begun. The British and Irish Lions are on Australian soil, and what lies ahead is no ordinary tour. It is a test of pride, a battle of spirit, a series that can define careers and rewrite narratives. For the Wallabies, this is more than just 3 games. This is a return to the world stage. A chance to remind everyone, Australia still belongs among the elite. But just as preparations reached full pace, the script took an unexpected turn. Noah Lolesio, a key architect of the Wallabies' backline future, has been ruled out. Neck surgery, done for the series. And with his absence, a gaping hole opens at the fly half position, a role that demands poise, precision, and presence. Suddenly, coach Joe Schmidt must go back to the drawing board. The plan torn, the pieces scattered. 2 names now stand at the front of the conversation, Ben Donaldson and Tom Lynagh. Young, talented, but green, fresh, unproven at this level, especially in a series where the margin for error is razor thin. And now, one of the Wallabies' greatest playmakers has stepped forward to offer his thoughts. Matt Giteau, 103 Test veteran, survivor of Lions battles, architect of Wallabies triumphs. He's seen what it takes, and he knows what's missing. Giteau's message is simple: inject experience. Bring in players who've been there, who've faced the Lions, who know what it feels like when the world is watching and the pressure suffocates. He's calling on James O'Connor, on Kurtley Beale, on Bernard Foley, players not just of quality, but of class. Veterans who've carried the jersey through war and glory. Warriors with the rugby IQ and the mental steel to guide a team through chaos. Giteau's logic is reinforced by what the Lions themselves are doing. Just last week, England's Owen Farrell was brought into the squad as injury cover. Why? Because experience matters. Because when games tighten and nerves fray, leaders step up. Farrell is no stranger to the Lions. He's played in 3 tours before. He knows the tempo, the mindset, the brutality. His presence alone elevates those around him. And Giteau believes Australia must follow suit. He points to James O'Connor, 64 Test veteran. The same man who started all 3 tests at fly half the last time the Lions toured in 2013. A decade later, he's still sharp, still calm, still dangerous. Even off the bench for the Crusaders in Super Rugby Pacific, O'Connor showed glimpses of brilliance. He's not a shadow of his former self, he's a refined version of it. Then there's Kurtley Beale, mercurial, explosive, visionary. A player who can create something from nothing. A spark in the darkest moments. And Bernard Foley, Mr. Composed. The man who steered Australia through World Cup pressure and guided his teams to clutch wins. A tactical mind with ice in his veins. Giteau isn't saying they must start. He's not demanding they lead the charge. But he insists, they must be there. Around the camp, in the locker room, on the training pitch. Because these young playmakers, Donaldson and Lynagh, will need more than talent. They will need mentorship. They will need clarity. They will need someone to turn to when the Lions turn up the heat. Giteau saw what Donaldson can do. Against Fiji in Newcastle, when the Wallabies were disjointed and on the ropes, Donaldson came in. 19 minutes. Just 19. But he calmed the storm. Directed traffic. Found composure. Giteau sees potential. Real potential. But he also sees danger. Because the Lions aren't Fiji. They're a storm of 4 nations combined. Ruthless. Relentless. Precision engineered to punish indecision. And so, this isn't just a test for Donaldson or Lynagh, it's a test of Wallabies planning. Of Joe Schmidt's strategy. Of the Wallabies' readiness for war. Every series against the Lions is historic. Every moment, magnified. This isn't Super Rugby. It's not just a friendly series. It's legacy defining. And legacies are not built on potential alone. They are forged through guidance. Through experience. Through the right blend of youth and wisdom. Owen Farrell's selection by the Lions was a masterstroke. A statement that they will not risk naivety. That when it matters most, they will call on those who have won. Giteau wants Australia to match that energy. To match the Lions in foresight, in structure, in leadership. To enter this series not just hoping to survive, but planning to win. And to do that, the squad needs a backbone. A foundation. A set of shoulders strong enough to carry the younger generation forward. To not select at least one of O'Connor, Beale, or Foley, Giteau says, would be silly. It's not about sentiment. It's about smart rugby. The Lions will test every weakness. Exploit every hesitation. Australia cannot afford to leave wisdom on the sidelines. They must lean into it. Leverage it. Let it breathe into the system. There is still time. The squad will be named Friday. That announcement will speak volumes. It will show the rugby world whether the Wallabies are truly preparing for battle or merely playing for the future. And if that squad features one of those veterans, just one, it could be the difference between cohesion and chaos. Because Test rugby is brutal, especially against the Lions, and fly half is not just another jersey. It's the axis, the pulse, the brain of every movement. Donaldson might be ready, Liner might be ready, but even ready players need a guide. Australia has 3 of them, waiting to offer their knowledge, waiting to wear the gold once more, waiting to help write a new chapter in Wallabies history. Will Joe Schmidt make the call? Will he arm his side not just with talent, but with time-tested grit? Because come July 19th in Brisbane, there will be no room for regret. The Lions will come hard. They will come hungry. And the Wallabies must meet them with force, with flair, with focus. This is not just another series. It's a legacy at stake. And to build legacy, you need leadership. O'Connor, Beale, Foley, they've been there. They've done it. And right now, Australia needs them.